Hello, my name is Dr. Takova Wallace-Gay. I am a clinical pharmacist, a medical educator, a wife, a mom of two littles who are 3 and 1 years old, and I want to bring some education here to YouTube. First, I want to talk about why this matters to me and why I'm starting this channel. And I've got kind of a twofold reason. One is very personal, and the other is more of a professional service oriented reason. So, the very first reason is that I have seen the issues of medications plague and permeate through my family and my communities. My dad passed away when I was an undergrad, and at this time, I already knew that I wanted to go to pharmacy school to become a pharmacist. But obviously, I didn't have all the education, the words, or the knowledge at that time. And unfortunately, my dad passed away partly because of medication issues. He wasn't clearly understanding how to take his medications. That is part of what drove me specifically in pharmacy into primary care. And so I mainly focus on managing chronic conditions and making sure that individuals understand how to take their medications, what they're doing for them, and why they should be taking them appropriately while they're home, because you're only with your medical team a few times a year for a few minutes at a time. And so you really need to understand your medications from that standpoint. The second reason, or the second personal story, is that my grandmother also passed away during my residency. And we speak a lot about high blood sugar, which is obviously an issue. And I want to talk a lot about those medications, but we don't talk enough about low blood sugars and how a low blood sugar can put you in the hospital quicker than a high blood sugar, oftentimes. And how do we treat that and how do we manage that so that individuals understand how to not have either extreme of a high or a low blood sugar? And so that was something else that just kind of fueled in me this passion of like, we need to really make sure that people are understanding what they're doing. And finally, on a personal note, I've done so many community talks with my students, by myself. I go to churches, I go to community organizations, and I talk about whatever it is they want me to talk about: diabetes management, heart failure, general health and nutrition at kind of a basic level. And so I want to bring a lot of those topics here to my YouTube channel because you may not have access to your physician or your nurses or your pharmacist very quickly. You may be able to pull up a YouTube video and watch this and say, oh, yeah, now I remember how my lisinopril works. Oh, I didn't know that I couldn't drink this particular juice with this particular medication and why that matters, or how you can think about the timing of that. And so I'm going to go through a bunch of different topics on this channel that hopefully help you understand your medications even better. On a more professional service oriented note, because I do so many talks in the community, I thought, I wish I could reach more people. I talk and answer the same questions over and over again. And so these people that I'm talking to, I know that they have providers, but for some reason they still have these questions time and time again. And so I just want to be able to be the community's pharmacist. I want to be everybody's pharmacist to a certain extent to help you understand your medications and help your medications make sense for you. So on my channel, you will find things like breakdown in simplistic format, some of the top medications that are prescribed, thinking about treatment strategies and why we use certain medications at certain points in your medical condition process, why that matters. I'll also talk about drug interaction. I'll give you some data from time to time, but not too heavy, and just really focusing on making sure that you understand your medication and your health. So, if all of that sounds good to you, or if you have a friend or a family member who you think would benefit from this, follow along, subscribe, put a comment in the comment box below. Let me know if there are some specific topics or a specific medication that you've already been thinking about and can't remember how it works. I would love to answer those questions for you. And yeah, just follow along. Thank you.